We are live here from Montreal as we're getting definitely ready to get it cracking, to get it started, to get it going here live on Ridge. What are you expecting out of these two teams coming in?
Uh, I'm excited to see Braden 5 play with his actual team. Obviously, what we saw of him before, he was playing kind of a sidekick role to Johnny, if you believe that. But now we are seeing Braden 5 at his full potential. Will he rise to the occasion? Will he not? And for this Calgary team, are they going to silence the hate and prove that they are an actual contender this game? A lot lies on this single game, and we are going to be commentating and getting premiere content for this game. Personally, you best believe I'm excited.
Absolutely, and seeing Braden 5 come in and take what's probably going to be kind of a primary goal scorer role here, with Tornado also showing up here for Vancouver. I definitely think that this is definitely going to be an amazing game. Slappy Santa, he's having an incredible season. What are you expecting out of him coming into this one as well?
I'm expecting quite a bit out of Slappy Santa. I mean, we're past the midway point of the season already. I'm expecting these rookies to finally get their bearings and play to the potential that we know they can.
Absolutely. Now, if you will just give me a moment, I will be right back. Wayne, if you would like, you can take over, or we can just go ahead and black out the screen. Up to you.
We can leave the stream going. I am
All right,
doing something
excellent.
real quick. I can't load into the game just yet. I will be there in 1 second, however.
Give me just a moment.
Hello, everyone joining. This is Ridge Network with Kia and Wayne. Calgary's lineup is already looking stacked. I agree. Calgary has made some insane roster moves that have really propelled them to an absolute star team. Personally, I think we should get right ahead. We only have 3 minutes until tip-off. If everyone would like to put in their predictions now, personally, I do think Calgary is going to win with trading away Banks, who is obviously one of the greatest players of all time, just having that MVP award, and he's still operating at a very high level. Trading him away for Braden 5, they might struggle with a primary goal-scoring position. With that being said, I do believe that Braden 5 is going to have a lot of opportunities. Calgary is a strong team defensively, but with all these roster moves, there are going to be plenty of shots flying around on both teams. Parker is going to be amazing in net, as he always is. But I do believe that Braden 5 will get at least a couple. With that being said, my prediction is 2-6. Calgary wins in regular time. I believe Calgary has an amazing blend of goal scoring with a full lineup. Has a perfect blend of goal scoring and defense with a primarily defensive team. And as we have seen in today's RHL, defense really is the deal breaker in games. Taking as much pressure off of goalies as they can is by far the best thing to do. Now, combine an amazing defense with an amazing goalie, there's not going to be a lot of shots taken on this Calgary side. And I feel Montreal is going to struggle.
All right, I do apologize for the wait.
No, I put in my prediction. 6-2 Calgary. I've given the rundown.
Oh,
Alti
okay.
is in net for Montreal.
Ooh, yeah, no, I definitely got
Yeah.
Calgary winning this one 8-1. I don't think that this is gonna be a close game at all, but hopefully we get an overtime game somehow. Maybe it goes like 20-20 and going into like the overtime. Alti, a goal of the year candidate not even that long ago, has very much so fallen from grace in regards to RHL goaltending. I think that you can agree with that. I feel like most players in the RHL can definitely agree with that. What do you think?
I mean, absence really sets the heart apart. As you can see, Alti was not present for a lot of the RHL season, this season included, and the past seasons prior. Alti has definitely fallen off, and these goalie positions, you really need to continue playing to keep your skills up. I feel like goalie is one of the positions where regression is an actual threat to people, like as we've seen from Vin, who's putting up constant .7s now. Or Sticky Bandit, we saw put up a .4 in game even.
And his first game back.
Regression is a huge issue, and learning these shot patterns are different. Alti has not been the same Alti that we knew of in, say, Season 5 with the LA Kings. And I do believe he is going to let in a lot of goals. If we can go to the
I agree.
situation room real quick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can go to the situation room here. To the war room. Alright, we are here in the situation room. Getting ready. As it looks like we're going to be underway very soon. It's Calgary and the Canadiens are going to be underway soon. Johnny and Parker inside a general VC.
Sorry, I was in
There
the
we
wrong Ridge Programming Network server.
Nah, you're good.
All right, well, welcome Parker.
Parker.
Welcome aboard here, partner. We're I'm sure that you kind of know the ropes. You know, don't talk over me too much. You know what I mean?
Oh no, he's
Yeah, I
actually
gotcha.
playing right now, Kia.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying. Oh, he's playing. Okay, well, we're underway
Yeah.
here. Canadiens immediately win it as Canadiens have control. Crab Shack looking to advance it. Here's
Parker,
Kevin.
we're gonna have a chat with you at the end of this period, so
Yep, that's
you
good.
can just play until then.
Because now here comes Arnley. Shoves one back to Slappy Sano, sends one up. Now here's Calgary one more time. Kyle now cuts through, shooting, save. As Casual Alti makes a pretty good save there with the glove. That's going to be a big time save for Alti to get his feet back. Here's Slappy Sano takes the face off. Canadiens win it and start going north. Here's Calgary. Kyle able to receive that pass. Is now Kevy's looking. Kyle cuts the center, but drops him back to Kevy. Now back in the slot area. A little bit of overpassing here by Calgary. Here comes Tetat. Kyle is there, but Sandrex loses it to Crab Shack inside of the ozone. Here's Baldy now. Sends one up. That may go icing here. And it absolutely wills. The Montreal Canadiens was able to hold on to that. Offensive zone draw coming up here for them.
Not a single shot taken on this Calgary side as I predicted so far. Just 1 minute taking the least amount of pressure on Parker as possible. Calgary does an amazing job of taking pressure off their goalie. Alti has faced one shot so far.
Oh, great.
And
Stop.
both goalies with only one shot face.
And here's Slappy Santa. Kyle able to, or Kevy even, able to intercept that. Now here we are. Arnlid in the perfect position to cut that off. Here comes Montreal. Moving on in now. Shooting, save, rebound was there, but Crab Shack able to put it on his stick. Baldy is now there. He sends one over. Here's Kevy. Kevy now. Tat able to intercept. Here's Sandrax. Baldy. Kevy. Calgary now starting to go north. Excellent pass there by Kevy up to Kyle. Tries to split the defense, but Arnlid was there. Here we are now. Arnlid loses speed, decides up the pass. Gets around the first man, shooting from the slot. Rebound was there. Hooked away by Alti. And Sandrax able to take control once again. No, here's Tantan. Big time hit there sent by Kyle. Now he cuts inside.
Gets around the first man. Moving in now. Slappy Santa was there. Cut it off. He's been absolutely incredible for this Montreal team, but loyalty, clearly he's not having any kind of loyalty issues. He showed them pretty much every game. I think that
Who are we speaking of?
Slappy Santa here is now Kyle cuts inside, shooting with the backhand, easy stop. But yeah, Santa's been very loyal to this Montreal club despite not winning a whole lot of games. Here's Kyle.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from a rookie. A rookie who knows and only focuses on their development, no matter their team situation. This is the type of the player that we will see becoming quite good in the future if he can stick to his craft.
Absolutely. Now here's Kevin. Cutting inside. Kevin now splits the defense, shooting, save. Slappy Santa able to recover the rebound. Here's Kyle now shooting, save made with the blocker by Alting. As Elvin gets rebounded into the corner is Kyle now one more time. Grab check, jumps in the play, shooting, pad, save by Casual Alti. It's now Sandrex is there. Here's Tatan now. Sends it back over to Sandrex. He cuts outside. Kyle able to take it away from him. Sandrex now starts to break out. What a pass by Sandrex. Is now Tatan as a breakaway. Moving in now, shooting, save made by Parker on the Calgary end. Is Crab Shack with it now. Poked off his stick by Sandrex. Wrap around, goal. Would not go. As Kyle was there. Covering that one. Just a minute 30 left here in the first period. As now Kevy gains his zone. Puts the brakes on him and goes back to the blue line before walking in. Here's Slappy Santa now. Poked that one off his stick. Sends one up. Is now Sandrex with an excellent pass over to Tet. Big hit sent by Sandrex. To regain possession of that puck. That one goes just wide. Crab Shack with it now. Here's Kyle. Or Kevy even. Trying to send one up to Kyle. He's able to maintain control and puts the brakes on. Now Kevy shooting. Save made by Casual Ulti as he read that shot perfectly. Here's Kevy now. Tries to split the defense. He does. Shot. Save. Rebound. Was there. Kyle not in the right position to recover it. Sends one over. Oinlid in the way of that. 50 seconds left to go now in this first period. Tat with it there. He's along the left wing. There's Crab Shack. Lobbing one up now as here comes Kyle on the breakaway. Moving on in now. Shooting. Scores!
And Kyle lights the candle for this Calgary team. Such a strong start for Alti, already facing 9 shots. But unfortunately, no goalie is perfect. He lets in the first one with only 30 seconds left in this first period. Calgary takes the lead.
Absolutely, and that's where you want to be for a shot like that. It was a good, hard wrist shot coming right from the slot. Alti stood no chance. There's now Kyle. Cuts inside. Onlid takes that one away as Onlid and Santa move on in now. Tat moving in. Shooting save made by Parker. The rebound was right out from front. It's 15 seconds here. Slappy Santa able to maintain possession and shake the defender. Here's Onlid now. Moving on in now. Kevy now with a nice play. Here comes Kyle back heading north. Is he going to chip? No, he will not. And they will not get another shot off here. Wayne, what are you noticing in this first period?
As the stats display on your screen, you will notice that there has been an insane type of diversity in these amount of shots. Alti facing 9 compared to Parker's 4. As I did say at the beginning of the game, Calgary has a very strong defense. Parker is now here with us.
Hello.
Hello, Parker. We're going to make this quick to not stress you out too much. You are on the ice right now. Your thoughts on this Calgary team and their ability to take as much pressure off you as possible?
You know, the defense here has been pretty good. I think you've been seeing it here. Only 4 shots, and only 2 of them, I think, have been breakaways by Tata, which is their captain, I believe. I got to give it to the team. They're doing pretty well here, and the offense for Calgary is also really good here. They're getting a lot of shots on Alti, but Alti's been pretty good today as well. I just got to give it to the team. They're doing great around here, and I don't know. I just got to tell them to keep doing that because it's been working.
Giving credit where credit is due, Calgary has been a very well-oiled machine. Parker is definitely relishing in it.
Here.
Oh, crap.
Some nice saves there made by Parker. As the rebound was there, is now Kyle with it here. He's along the left wing. Splits to the fence, shooting. An easy save made by Alti. He saw that one all the way. As Kyle is there. Cuts to the outside. Ornlib with a big hit in the corner. Now here's Sandrex. Kevy able to intercept. Here's Kyle now. Beautiful move. Shooting save made by Alti. As Ornlib was there. Slappy Santa able to maintain possession of that puck despite the Defender right there in front of him. Decides to go ahead and flip that one into the zone. That will not go icing. Arnlid is there. Here's Slappy Santa now. Intercepted by Crabshack as he jumps into play. Unable to maintain possession. His Arnlid is there. Excellent pass over to Sandrex. Now in the slot. Shooting! Blocker save by Parker. Beauty right there. So he read that one perfectly. Sandrex forces a turnover in front. Parker makes a save. Rebound! As Parker with a nice glove stop. These two teams have been good so far. Montreal creating plenty of chances. This Calgary team just standing tall. Slappy Santa holding on. Tyson's went up to Tat-Tat. Sandrex cuts inside. Pad stop. Made by Parker. Just barely got his
Montreal's
pad on
defense
that.
is definitely not one to underestimate. As Haven develops and blossoms into an amazing defender, Arnlid, who has obviously established himself as one of the great defenders, at least in league scenarios, is definitely a battle of defense, and this game has been fought in between the two blue zones. And the whole game has been fought in the middle with only a few breakaways, which both goalies have shut down well.
Absolutely, and defense is becoming a #1 priority here if you're both of these teams. As the game progresses, a nice save by Alti. Montreal maintains possession with it there. Here's Tat-Tat. Along the left wing. Shooting, save. Made by Parker there with the rebound in front. Baldy tries to flip that one out of the zone. Unsuccessful, however, he maintains possession anyway. Here's Kyle now. We know that he's got speed. Sending one up to Kevy. There's Kevy with it now. Kyle with some nice stick handling. Shooting! Glove save by Alti. And that is a really good spot to shoot from if you are Kyle. Don't try to do anything fancy. Just get the puck off your stick and into the back of the net. Here's Kyle shooting. Save made by Alti again with the glove. There's 2 back-to-back glove stops. That glove hand is hot. Here's Sandrex. Pushing back to Arnlid. Sandrex with it there. Arnlid now. Same went over to Sandrex. Now Tat-Tat. Something went up. Shooting! Save! As he splits the defense, Parker was ready for it all the way. As both of these goaltenders have been hot with the glove hand. Flashing the leather twice there. 3 times in a row we've seen.
Not a single high shot
Yeah.
we've seen in a long time.
Here's Tat-Tat. Now, there was our first high shot, but Parker gloved it anyway.
A little bit too close to have the effect. Obviously, Parker went down with his glove out and still
Yep.
made a beautiful save.
Shooting. The rebound was there. Nice shot of not dropping into the butterfly, even though he totally didn't have to. Here's Crabshack. Kevy now. Shooting. The rebound is there. He recovers it. Kyle in front. Slappy Santa was there. So here's Sandrex. Cuts to the fence. Crabshack was there. He knew he was going to get checked, so I didn't try to cut inside. Here's Kevy. 1:25 left to go. Shooting from the slot. Save made. Rebound is there. Another save. Great stops by Alti. His 3 saves in a row. All 3 out of desperation. Again, the rebound is there. Kyle is now Calgary has pressure. Arnlid able to maintain some of that pressure and relieve it. This here's Tat-Tat. 1:05 left to go here. Still just a 1-0 hockey game. Sends one up, and that's going to go icing. Here on Calgary, Slappy Santa is able to recover it. Excellent job there by Slappy Santa to be prepared for the inevitable icing. As Calgary tries to slow the game out, ready for the counterattack. Here's Tat-Tat. Slappy Santa now sends one back to Arnlid. Back up to Tat-Tat with it there. Wraparound attempt. Parker makes the easy save. Sandrex. Arnlid now with it. He's in front. Shooting save. Made right there as he books that one off his stick. Arnlid with it down. Here's Sandrex. Moving on in. Shooting. He tries to go 5-full. Again, the second save. Made by Parker off the rebound. As now Baldy is there. Sending one up. Arnlid able to intercept and keep it in. Sending one back over to Tat-Tat. He's shooting. Save. Made by Parker as multiple great stops. There's 20 seconds left to go in this one.
This Calgary defense is falling
Good
apart
save.
as of late. Parker is facing so many shots in such a short succession.
As Kyle finally able to relieve the zone of some of that pressure. There's Tat moving on in now. Excellent job to get around him. Beautiful stick handling. Good finish. As Parker took his Spakus away into the second period, we're now moving into the third. What are you noticing out there on that second period, Wayne?
I saw a huge collapse for this Calgary defense. As the stats display on your screen, you will see Parker has faced a whopping 21 shots compared to Alti's 18. Parker unfazed by the defensive oversight. Calgary was practically handing Montreal the game, and they simply were not taking it. Montreal
5
needs
minutes
to
left to
shoot some
go.
high shots and diversify their shot pattern, or Parker is going to have an amazing time as he
There it is.
scores! As we said, just a one breakaway as Calgary has been leading all game. Tatat takes full control and shoots one, bounces off of his pad, and it's a tie game with only 5 minutes left in this hockey game.
Here's Kyle, gaining the zone. Looking now, he puts the brakes on him and sends one over. Onlib was there. Here's Sandrax. Looking now. Moving on is, he splits the defense and sends one wide. Kyle. Here's Ornlid. Tata puts the brakes on him there. Here's Ornlid now. Twirls and sends one over to Tata. On the near boards. Slappy Santa jumps into the play. Sends one over to Ornlid, making quick, simple passes. But a little bit of overpassing there as Calgary maintained their structure and was able to eventually create some numbers heading the other way. Beautiful move by Kyle. Oh my goodness, Kyle!
And of course, we couldn't hold Calgary down for too long.
Yeah.
Calgary does take a 2-1 lead. This has been an amazingly low-scoring game, completely blowing my prediction out of the water. A lot of shots, but both goalies have been doing amazing so far. Hopefully we get to see an overtime here. Only 4 minutes left and the clock is ticking. Will we see an overtime? Will Calgary win? Or by some merit, will Montreal pull off a comeback? This is still... The game is in anyone's hands, Kia. Big Kevy shoots and glove save by Alti. It'll be Montreal winning the faceoff. Lobs it up, but to Sandrax. Chip checks, 1-on-2. Kyle pulls it up. I had to mute myself. Right. It'll be Baldy Dreamer.
What the fuck that was all about.
Are you okay?
It's just some guy screaming outside. Here's Ornlid. Santa now with it. 3
I
minutes.
think it was picked up on the stream.
It probably was, but I don't know.
I'll have to watch that back later.
Sandrax cutting out sides. That one goes through the crease. Parker did a pretty good job at taking away the space there for the angle. Tatat shooting twice. Goes wide both times. Kyle with it now. Here's Kevy. Well, shooting scores! Excellent shot there by Kyle. He has 3 goals in this game. All of Calgary's goals have came from Kyle. As we see a big-time goal here late in the third.
Moving to the primarily goal scorer, Kyle is not allowing an overtime. Kyle really is an instant input demon, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. Here's Crab Shack.
Apparently, Alti's crashing out of VC. Hopefully, someone takes a clip of that. I would like to view that later.
Here's
Alti has
Arnold.
been. Alti tried his best to have an amazing game, facing a lot of shots with an 8-6. So it's obviously not on his fault, but Montreal's defense is just very weak at times.
Here's Sandrax. Alti's definitely impressed tonight as he shoots. On lid. Oh, great stop there by Parker. Able to keep up with the puck. Sandrex shooting, save. His crab check is there. Sends one over to Kevy.
Parker having an absolutely amazing performance tonight. 27 shots faced and only one let in with a .96. Hopefully he doesn't let in anymore.
Shooting,
Cool.
save made by Parker. With the glove. Yeah, hopefully this game stays right where it's at. Here's Onlid. Here's Tat shooting! Wow.
I knew the announcer's curse would work!
I knew it.
Yes!
I knew it would happen. I knew it. Get fucked. Okay? Get fucked. Because now here he is. Shooting, scores. Kyle gets one back. Heavy. On the assist again. Those two have been clicking tonight. Scoring a lot of goals, getting a lot of points.
Kyle and Tata have definitely been the only offensive options for both teams. And running an offense through a single person has slowly became just out of fashion in this league
Save.
because defenders are just getting better and better.
There's Kevy. There's Baldy. Over to Crab Shack. As a nice pass by Crab Shack to find the seam as he shoots. Save made. There by Alti. Here's Kyle now. As the clock winds down here, I doubt we'll see 2 goals in 30 seconds. As Tat moving in. Nice shooting. Save made by Parker. 2 times in a row now. Here's Tat. Here's Onlid jumping into play. Shooting. Save made by Parker.
Tata
There's
is absolutely
Sandrex.
bricking when it matters most. Proving time and time again why he is not the #1 option on a team. And that will
As-
be game over.
Yeah,
Calgary winning
looks
4
like
to
they're
2.
gonna take a, let's see, yep, 4-2 win here. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you
We
guys
are
enjoyed
going
it.
to be streaming the second one.
We are. All right.
Everyone say in chat if you would like us to stream the second game.
Do we
If
stream the
3
Nashville game? Even
if
though like I
3 to
totally can't right now.
Why can't you?
I have to go use the bathroom.
Well, you have 8 minutes, so you
Okay,
can go.
excellent.
If 3 people in chat don't say yes, I believe you should, then I will not be we will not be streaming this game. We've only had 2 people say we should stream it, and with the clock winding down, all the people who just played the Calgary game should be now going into the stream if they would like. Okay, yeah, we'll stream it. What's your username in Discord? CXP. What's your actual username? And also, do we have a clip of the Alti crash out? Oh, hey Kyle, how's it going? You played amazing today. I'm glad you're tuning in after. Kevy has a clip. Yeah, no, I'm doing amazing. That was a pretty good game to stream compared to some of the other things that we have done. Hopefully we have the best game. We don't really like streaming Nashville because we don't like when Vin we don't like when Vin succeeds. It's just like a little friendly banter. We don't like streaming national games. I personally, it's boring hockey. But for this time, we will be doing it for you guys. Kevy has a clip. I'm gonna need to see that later. Parker, you're unmuted if you'd like to have like a post-game speech.
Perfect. Yeah.
You had,
I
you
know.
had an amazing. Allow me. You had an amazing game tonight. Obviously, announcer's curse got you a bit late in the third
I was gonna
period.
call that out.
Yeah. So what are your personal thoughts as this game ends?
I
What do you
personally thought
think?
that was probably one of my best games this season so far, with what, like .93 or something like that. Probably
Something
one of my
around
best
that.
games so far. I know you guys are talking about how the defense is letting off in the second period. I can agree, but still, the shots weren't that bad for me. They were still savable. Some were breakaways. Some were just announcer's curse. I'm still mad about that. But even though that happened, I still think that was a really good game by my whole team. A lot of people probably wouldn't think so, but I think that was a really good game considering Montreal was putting everything into that game. Tata playing really well, getting some good shots, but I just got to give it to the whole team for that one. They Kyle with a lot of goals there. Even though it looked like he was the only one on offense, Kevy was still doing really good there, giving, I think, got some assists as well. It's overall good game for everyone there. That's all I gotta say about that.
It definitely was a good game, especially on this Calgary side. Montreal, no Braden 5. Was Montreal traded to? I mean, was Braden
Uh,
5 traded to Montreal? You get a fact check on that? I
yes,
believe he
he's on
was. Yes, he
Montreal.
was. Did not see, uh, any of the roster moves from Montreal today. We didn't see Ski or Bacon or Braden 5. All their work to no fruition, and obviously it was reflected by that game. But that was a pretty good game. We hope to have a just as good as game. Only 4 minutes until tip-off. Parker, if you have any other closing remarks, and then you'll be free to go.
Only thing I can say is stop announcer cursing everyone, please. That really sucks. That was horrible. I really hated that. I knew it was
Oh
coming.
yeah, it was
You said it,
hilarious.
and I knew it was gonna happen, and it just right off the draw.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
I'll definitely save that specific moment as a clip for us to
Oh,
watch
please
back in the
do.
future. Yes, I definitely
Also,
will.
try 3 minutes left in the third period. I don't know what happened with Kia there.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
drug addict
you
screaming at him. Did you hear
yeah.
that?
I didn't hear it, not that I heard, but I don't know. Maybe you.
Ah,
It
okay.
probably could have been picked up by stream. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
I really hope it did. I
Yeah, it would
actually
be
do.
really funny. You gotta look. I think it
Okay,
was
yeah.
roughly like 3 minutes in the third. 3 minutes
I'll
left.
watch this whole thing back. 3 minutes till tip
Yeah.
off, guys. Nashville versus Toronto. Starting lineup so far are going to be Milton, the mid-season rookie, Sidney Crosby, Vitty, Bleb, and Poop. No Matty G today for Toronto so far. Milton and net. And for Nashville, we will have Rise, Jesse, Vin and net, Versalti, and ADJ.
Matty
A
G is in the game, by the way.
Yes, I saw him in the game. I
Yeah.
was asking him to
Okay.
tune in, but he's not on the lineup
Oh.
so far.
Oh. Okay.
And with that being said, we are definitely seeing a catalyst between these two goalies. The established consensus greatest goalie of all time, Vin, versus Milton in his first league appearance I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully, he surprises me. 2 minutes till face off, the clock is ticking, everyone is getting their warm-ups done. If everyone in chat can post down their score predictions right now, we should be seeing a good game with two great lineups. Everyone put in your score predictions. I'll be giving mine afterwards. Parker, if you'd like to say yours now.
Yeah, I put 2-5 Toronto. I feel like even though there's a rookie goalie, I still think Toronto's offense will overpower Nashville's team.
Is the game over yet?
Kia is back. Everyone, welcome Kia to the stream.
Hello,
Kia, we are
hello.
putting in our score predictions right now. We are seeing a Toronto team without Matty G, but with Poop. Bleb is subbing for Matty G. And we are seeing a person named Milton in net for Toronto.
Wow, this is an absolutely incredible lineup. I think that Toronto's probably going to take this one 5-4 in overtime.
Overtime.
Just because
Obviously,
this league is super rigged, so of course they'll win this game.
Yeah, fair
I'm
point, actually.
calling it. They're going
I
to
think they
win
have
this
group
game.
and vid here, so I don't know if it'll be overtime unless Vin absolutely carries Nashville.
yeah, definitely. But Kia loves overtimes. It's obvious. And as a commentary perspective, we'd love to see an overtime no matter what teams. Personally, I do not believe a overtime is going to be happening. I believe Vidi and Poop are going to use their instant input dark magic to have empowering
Yep.
8-3 victory against this team.
Well, you're usually a lot more correct than I am in pretty much every metric of this game. So, yeah, sure, why not? Parker, what's yours?
I think I said 5-2 Toronto. I believe that's what I said. Yeah,
Yes, you
5-2
did.
Toronto. I feel like that'll make sense. Poop and Vidi, absolutely brutal for Nashville here. And, game starting. But I feel like Nashville might get overwhelmed by the offense, and I feel like that could crumble on Vin. Not much you can do against a really good offensive pair.
I agree. Now, Parker, thanks for having us. We might have a chat with you later in the period. You're free to leave if you want, but we might
I'll
have a chat
stay.
with
You can
you.
just mute me.
All right, perfect. And as we get underway here, Toronto versus Nashville. The two teams we do not like streaming.
Are
We are
playing
seeing
each
go
other,
head to
but
head.
it is okay because we are here for the content.
We are here providing premier commentary, Ridge Network for all RHLians.
As we're underway, Nashville wins it thanks to ADJ, as now Rise has it now. Here's
play was
ADJ,
offsides.
offsides. Why not just
Offstar.
leave the zone? He's such a... Throws it on net, save made by Milton. For Salty with it there, as now here's ADJ, cuts inside, save by Milton. Oh man, that was a good glove save.
Perhaps
Ready?
this Milton is a prodigy and we are witnessing the birth of a star. We can only wish for the best for all of these rookies joining into the league. As Poop drops it back to Vidi. Vidi takes a long shot, saved
made
by
by
Vin.
Vin. Good glove stop. Gonna get his confidence up. Gonna make his defense a little bit more confident in him, which will ultimately make them play better. So, there's Poop.
They are cheering on Milton in the public chat.
So
And
here's
it's
for
amazing
Salty.
to see.
Couple chips there.
Horrible pass. But he gets
Wow.
it back.
Save made by Milton. Right there in front. That was good. AJ, here's Rise. Bleb. The best Sea of Thieves player to ever grace this planet.
The worst, dude.
Here's
Holy crap.
Poop. No, here's Vidi. Poop now. Sends him back up to Vidi as he shoots. Instant input demon as he skates past the puck twice. As he lobs one up there, he's ADJ. ADJ cuts inside. Shooting scores! Milton thought he had it,
Milton's out of the net.
as Milton has been fanned. 2-minute timeout. Called by Montreal. I'm assuming to get a different goal here.
What's going on here? They're redoing numbers. Sidney Crosby goes in net. It's a 2-minute timeout to just set up. Let's be honest here. We didn't expect too much from Milton now, did we?
I thought he was going to come into this game and dominate. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought he was going to come into this game and absolutely take over.
Well, as the timeout ends, obviously, we do wish the best for all rookies here at Ridge Network. We do wish for the best of the RHL. Milton steps on the ice. Sidney goes back. Milton steps off the ice. Sidney gets in net. And Gotti making another appearance. Gotti is my faithful student of the game.
Here comes Vidi.
I went
Nice.
to one of Gotti's DJ gigs
Wow.
in, like, Albania or wherever he was.
He's now here's Rise. Here's ADJ. Versalti now with it. Poop was there as he sends one up to Vidi, skating north. 3 minutes left to go in this first period. Here's Versalti. As they start skating north, ADJ and Versalti with it there. Whoever this is.
Gotti.
Okay. Here's Poop now.
Poop trying to focus on him. Drops back to Vidi.
Shooting
Vidi
save again. Poop!
I feel like this is the most saves we've seen in a row from Vin
What the
in
fuck is
3
my
seasons.
mom watching? What the Dude.
Four saves in a row from Vin.
Here's
The
Poop now
most
with it.
we've seen since season 4.
Both sideboard. Drops one back. Now here's ADJ. What the fuck did you just say?
We haven't seen 4 saves in a row from Vin since season 4.
That is true. See, lobs one up. Here's Poop now. Remember whenever they made the playoffs and like lost every game like 8-1?
Oh, Nashville?
Yeah, that was funny
I do
as
remember
shit.
that.
We called it. That was funny as hell.
We did, yes.
Here's Rise. He lobs one up there. As now here's ADJ. Versalti gains his own with a box on his head. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Versalti with it there. Sends one over to ADJ. Intercepted predictably as Gotti sends one up to Vid. He's along the far side boards. In front, sir! By Vin.
We're seeing Nashville with a 1-goal lead, contrary to everyone's beliefs. And Nashville seeks to try to use their strong defense to hold this lead and not give it up from their greasy mitts.
That one just went wide of the cage. I think that maybe Vin got a piece of that one. As now here's Vidi. He cuts the center. Hoop now with it. He's in the slot. Shooting. Rebound is there. One more time now, Vidi shooting. Third. Once again, it's a lot of rebounds is finally there, and they score. 1-1 hockey game. Kind of a bullshit goal.
Vin's going to yell about defense. Vin's going to yell about defense. He almost broke his record of 10 saves in a row. But it will not happen today. Now it'll be Jesse, a Season 1 veteran who has tried to adjust to the game and not done amazing. No
But,
offense,
you know,
he
he's
was
at least
amazing.
trying.
He was
Here's-
amazing. No
here's
offense.
Vidi. Moving on in. Oh, man, that one almost freaked inside. Now right there, shoot! Made by Vin. What a good
Nashville just
son.
performed one of my biggest pet peeves in the RHL. When a defensive play is made, Kia, you have seen this plenty of times, you and I, everyone who views Ridge Network has seen this plenty of times. You will see everyone shift to try to go to offense, only for the other team to get a rebound and get a completely free shot.
People need to start realizing they need to make safe breakouts, and it's never going to happen because these people just aren't smart enough to understand that. I honestly do think that making the safe play is always better than just trying to get the puck north, because pretty much every single time that I made the safe play, it's always resulted in either a shot on net or a breakout the other way without us turning the puck over immediately after getting it.
Yes, and people do not want to do the dirty work.
No, they absolutely do not.
Calgary did do that like 5 times a day. Yes, people need to do the dirty work and make the safe plays. And if they did not, we would be seeing a 1-0 hockey game. A 0-0 hockey game, actually,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
the goal on Milton was from that exact same thing. Was it not?
It absolutely was. People need to understand, and they need to start understanding this fast, that the safe play, the safe, smart play, is the best play to make 100% of the time.
I agree.
Now here's Vidi. It may not be as fast, but at least you won't turn the puck over. Here's Vidi. Shooting, save made by Vin. He rebounds that. Here's ADJ. Hoop now with it. Versalti. 4 minutes left to go in this second period.
Now Rise.
Just a 1-to-1 hockey game.
Turns puck over. See, you have somebody wide open over there on your right side. I don't get it. If you feel like you need to move the puck, send it to your D partner. Here's ADJ. Leb with it now. Viddy. Here's Poop, and here's Viddy.
1-2 pass. Viddy leaves the offensive zone, tries to re-enter.
Yep. Here he is now shooting.
Works
He just
on it.
cuts right through everybody. Nice pass.
An amazing display of stick handling from Viddy. We've seen this all before.
Yeah.
I forgot Parker was here. Let's get Parker in on this.
There we go.
Here's for Salty. He's twirling. Holy shit. Motherfucker, just... I don't get that. I really don't understand that decision. Here's Viddy. Cuts to the outside. He's twirling now. Here's Poop. Now back over to Viddy as he lobs one on his backhand. And that one leaves the zone. Gets past both defensemen. Not gonna go icing.
The goalie got a piece of it.
Oh my god.
What is
the
happening?
fuck is he doing?
Sidney Crosby's actually
Sidney
an idiot.
Crosby.
Canceling the icing and causing a in the zone face-off for his own team, which
That
ADJ
they
will
lose
win.
is ADJ looking to shoot.
And
They
it's
get
a
a goal out
goal!
of it. They get a goal
God.
out of it. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Get Milton back in the net, dude. Get Milton back in the net.
He
What did I
should
just
be
watch?
absolutely
What did I just
ashamed of
watch?
himself.
He tried to do a joke. Sidney Crosby,
Holy fuck.
one of the worst displays of
Oh my God.
teamwork I've ever seen.
I already clipped that. That's
Wow.
oh my gosh.
That is going to be all over
That's going in the
media
fucking.
tonight. That is going to be everywhere.
That's
If
That was
they
smart.
lose this game because of that, that's going to be everywhere. So
Yeah,
they better
2-2
win this
game,
game.
halfway point in the game. Toronto has
Viddy.
not been performing. Vin has been playing
man.
as well as Vin does recently.
Shooting, save. As he kicks that right pad out, ADJ able to recover the rebound. As now second period action is halfway done. As here's Viddy moving in. Oh, off the post. Vin was in a pretty good position as he has to make another shot here, make another save. Here's Viddy now with it. Along the boards. Here's Viddy now. Versalti shuts it down. Sending one over. Now here's ADJ. Gilbert, or whatever their name was, is there. Here's ADJ. Here's Viddy now.
Who
Who?
crosses the blue line? We are going to see a display of.
Oh,
Oh, never mind.
he needs
What
to
I was
get
going
ready.
to say is, yeah, almost caught the goalie off guard there. I don't hate that shot personally.
I don't
What
hate
are you
that
gonna
shot
see is-
either.
When Viddy and Poop enter the zone, what you're going to see is an amazing display of pressing the one key to each other.
Yes.
As you can see right now, Viddy will be stick handling, press the one key, immediately
Yeah,
checked by Poop. His
absolutely,
input did
yeah.
not work on him.
100% the best passer of all time with how he clicks one. That's a record. Now here's Peppa Pig. Sends one over to ADJ. He's shooting! Save! Off the crossbar. Tried to go high on him, but he just took his space away. It was just good goaltending. So here's Viddy. Here's Rise.
Sidney Crosby trying to find his bearing bags after making a horrific play.
They better win this game.
They,
Yeah, we're posting that everywhere.
for his
Oh,
own safety.
and here's another
Oh.
defensive error.
Oh! People don't realize that hockey is, even in this game, I'm realizing that a lot, is that hockey is typically, or goals don't come typically by one big mistake, but rather a series of little mistakes that lead up to that big mistake that ends up causing a goal. A lot of times,
Better
it's
than
just
that.
the, a lot of times it's just these little things that gets people out of their rhythm.
The one exception being Sidney Crosby making one tremendous mistake and causing
Absolutely.
himself.
But I'm sure that
That's
you see that a
Shakespeare.
lot too, Wayne and Parker. You would know that. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you both played the
completely.
game.
Especially as a goalie, you can see when the mistakes start piling up, and then you see it come right into your zone, and then it's just right there.
Yeah, right.
For
And
Sidney
there's
there.
nothing you can really do about it. Your teammates keep on making these mistakes to get mad at each other for it. And eventually it leads to a goal, and that one just goes flipped and wide. As now Vidi is there. Hoop now, one more in front. His ADJ is there. As ADJ just decides to lob one on net.
What?
Sonny plays a little bit dangerous, but he makes the save nonetheless. A second left in this one. Shooting. Almost goes in. But he makes
Almost
the
the second
save.
version of that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, Wayne, what are you noticing out there as we get up here to this third period action?
I mean, Parker really said it perfectly. You really see the little mistakes stacking up, especially from this commentator seat and from the goalie alike. You see those little mistakes pile up, and then those little mistakes become not so little and really turn the tide of an entire game. We've seen that. Only 5 minutes left with a completely tie game. 2-2, a relatively low-scoring game for both teams tonight. Completely blowing my prediction out of the water, mind you.
Yeah, shooting scores. That is an impossible save to make. That is not
So you can
his
see
fault.
some defensive errors there. You see it coming down the ice. No one's getting in position there, and then just 2-on-1 there.
Absolutely
Horrible
no structure to the defense whatsoever. Again,
No.
it's just little
Look at
mistakes
that.
that nobody is realizing that leads to goals. Like not being
Especially-
in your structure at the right time.
This game has no structure for defenders. They don't follow any rule set, and you can see it like right here. They're all clumping together, causes a big opportunity
Look
for
at that
Vidi.
goal.
Right
Yeah, right there. Great goal.
there.
Def-
Telling you,
Def-
that's where you see the small mistakes piling up. Causes goal.
Deflected off of the defender's skates, providing a completely horrible position for Vin. Knocks right in to the bottom right corner. Tie game with only 4 minutes left and the clock winding down.
Yeah, they're
Kia,
definitely.
what do you think is going to be happening with this?
I hope for an overtime so that way I can finally get excited about something tonight. But either way,
We've seen 2 pretty good hockey games, though. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
say that.
two pretty good hockey games. But again, like me and Parker was just talking about, you was involved in this conversation. You know, you're here as Vidi takes a shot, saved by Vin, but it's these little mistakes. There is no structure, and I was just looking at even Toronto's gapping while they were in the offensive zone. They're all in the exact same spot. They're not moving around. They're not contributing offensively. They're not actually jumping into the play and making these passes. They're not getting their hands dirty. They're all just in the exact same spot. And if that puck goes past them, you know, it could be an icing and it would kill their momentum. Although a good thing for Toronto, if it is a Nashville icing, it can kill their momentum easily. Because that one rings out the post.
He's off both posts, and that goal could have turned the tides of the entire match, giving Toronto one of their first lead of the game.
Now he's shooting,
Unfortunately,
save made by Sonny. A good chance there. Didn't mean to cut you off, but just a good
Oh
time
no,
chance.
I agree. Personally, now I am leaning in my chair as this game is really turning to be a
A good one.
each play is resulting in a shot. This is a very high-paced game, and we are seeing this with 2 very offense-oriented teams. You wouldn't say that with Nashville be having their full roster with Extreme, a very offense-oriented team.
Now here he is. Shooting!
Vidi
God,
shoots!
Vidi! With his instant input, he clicks one a little bit too much. Decides, you know what? I'm going to go do it up myself. Cuts right through the defense and just shoots, and it's somehow in the back of the net.
And it worked for him. We did see Vin put up his blocker, but it still went blocker. It is... I saw that too.
Incredible.
But Vidi, giving Toronto their first lead of the game, amazing performance from him, no matter what you think about him. Nashville seeks to claw their way back into this. You will remember, just a few minutes ago, Nashville had a 1-goal lead.
Good, Dave. Yeah, Nashville not even that long ago had a 1-goal lead as Gilbert lobs one up there to Vidi. Now here's Poop. Here's Vidi now. He cuts inside, shooting. He closes his legs. Here's Versalti. Here's ADJ. Same went over now to Versalti. A good hit there by Vidi in center ice. He kind of looked like Jacob Trouba laying the shoulder there. Here's Vidi shooting. Pad save. Made by Vid.
Train.
Nashville really needs to get this puck if they want to have any chance at getting back into this game. Right when the defender claims it, Vin
Dude,
goes for the
Vin
glove.
doing?
Definitely not the play there.
As a goalie, you never want to do that. You're putting yourself out of position. That's just brutal. If they score on
Not
that,
only-
that's all the goalie's fault.
Not only putting himself out of position, but taking the puck directly
boy.
out of the
Here it
defender's
is.
grasp.
Yeah, no. There's now Vinny
there it
scores.
is.
Oh!
Gives his team
Defense
a 2-goal
getting
lead.
tossed.
He
Jeez.
is an instant input maniac. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah, this guy, he clicks Q, just goes through the whole team, and then clicks mouse 1. I mean, it's the most skilled thing you can do. Really, it is.
However you want to put it, an amazing class goal from Vinny, putting a 2-goal lead and attempting to put the nail in the coffin for this Nashville team.
Is that his Peppa Pigs? I think that's bacon, right? Here's ADJ. Shoot it! Hey, bye, Sonny.
Yeah, Peppa Pig is Jesse.
Okay, it's
Yes,
just-
it is.
Who the fuck's fighting? Who?
It's Fleb. And here's Vinny.
What the
Sending
heck
one
just
over.
happened?
Why?
Sydney,
Why?
Sydney, man.
Here's for Salty.
Watch it.
Wraparound
Jesus.
goal wouldn't go. Here's Gotti. Sending one up. 50 seconds left. As
Sidney attempting to
Jesse with
inflate his stats. That's
I
the
don't
reason
even
he's
know.
doing that, is to inflate his stats.
I guess you could say it's stat padding, but man,
No, that is why he's doing
put
it. It
Milton,
gives him
put
an extra
Milton
save.
back in. Jeez. Oh no.
save by Super Sunny. Is Vinny able to recover that? 35 seconds left to go in this third period. Is ADJ with numbers. Vinny just clicks mouse 1, and hey, all his, baby. Here's Poop now with it. Drops him back to Vinny. Vinny now is looking. Thick handling. Sends one over to Poop. Nice vision. Scores! Vin just gave him the entire right side of the net.
Definitely. And it's safe to say, probably game over. Definitely.
Yeah, I think
Toronto obviously taking the reins in this, Vin collapsing under his own defense. His defense collapsing under Vin as well. A perfect tandem. And Toronto will win this game 6-3. My prediction was 6-2. So anytime y'all want, and Kyle's prediction was 6-1. A lot of
It was
close
just
people. If
too
you
off.
guys want to say that I'm bad at predicting, you have no idea what you're talking about. Really?
Yeah, no, you
Who's
don't.
leaving?
Don't.
Sorry, I was in the middle of something with Ulti.
Okay, bye.
Watching
Okay.
these games from a commentator booth really shows the lack of defensive structure in these games. There's gotta be more thought into defense here for RHL players.
There isn't a need to have thought for
Yeah.
RHL defenders because it's just
They don't have
one.
thoughts.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
It's
Either
just
To
way,
all the people
numbers.
Thank you all
viewing,
for tuning
to
in.
all the people, hey.
Oh.
And to all the people viewing this viewing Ridge Network stream, heed the warning that we say. Me, Wayne, Parker, and Keo are all experienced and smart players who not only provide premier commentary, but say what really needs to happen during an RHL game. With that being said, we're gonna bring in Kyle for a few seconds. Kyle,
Oh,
say
yeah.
hi.
How you doing, Kyle?
Hello.
All right, and now I'm Kia. Crap. I'm Wayne.
And I'm Kia. We're here with Parker. We're going to be logging off here for the night unless we decide to do RHL's Finest, which we're going to be talking about that soon. Once again, the USA and Canada game is going to be coming up soon, as well as some All-Star stuff that we're probably going to be running. Here's Kyle, once again back inside the VC.
What's up, boys?
Why are you in here, Kyle?
What do you have to say?
Excellent, Kyle. Thank you for your time.
And that was Ridge Network.
Good night.
Thank you all for tuning in. Good night.